Hey, crypto world, it's Crypto Money here, and we're going to be talking about the crypto market and coin market cap and how to read it, how to read the crypto market and how to read all these different cryptocurrencies. Go through the crypto market, spot some good cryptocurrencies, what you should be looking for when you're investing, and let's go. So we're on coinmarketcap.com. This is basically like the cryptocurrency Bible for right now. It lists all the cryptocurrencies out, all the ones at least with the coin market cap above. I can't remember above how much right now. It says it somewhere on the site. But once the coin market cap gets to a certain point, it actually lists it on coin market cap. And right now, for the entire coin market cap of the cryptocurrency market, we're sitting at 566,710,789,485. Now, the market is pretty low right now. That's why you see everything's in red. When the crypto market was at its best, and the highest that we've seen is around 823 million or something like that. And that was when Ripple was actually number 2, and it was sitting at around $3. Ethereum was right underneath it, and we were sitting at about 823 billion dollars as far as the market cap. And everything was in the green, everything was trading. And then recently, we all know what's happened. We've basically $300 billion has come out of the market, close to it, and, for a couple of different reasons, a lot of different things going on in the cryptocurrency world, and then these different ICOs and different lending platforms, mining, investment platforms, and so on and so forth. Some people are worried about what's going on. You have the whole, nerdy term FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. All that, but right now it's a good time to buy. If you are a person that believes in cryptocurrency, believes in the technology, believes in the coding, believes in the applications, and you want to get into the market, it's a good time right now because, everything is trading pretty low. You don't ever know how low a cryptocurrency is going to go. You can kind of look at the actual graph, and you see, on coin market cap, you can actually go over, and, let's go over something. For example, Bitcoin, the most popular cryptocurrency right now, is trading at 11,694. And basically how they get that price is like the average price, because, cryptocurrencies trade for different prices on different exchanges. So if you actually click on, Bitcoin, and, you can see everything on it, it's down 7.86 for the day. You can see, the coins in circulation, max circulation is 21 million. The circulating supply right now is 16 million. And this actually is how you determine how viable a coin is. And you can kind of determine also what it's going to be worth a little bit. I don't think this is foolproof, but as of right now, this is how we normally scale coins as far as being in the crypto market. You look at Bitcoin, it has 16 million coins in circulation. 21 is the max supply. That's how many coins will ever be produced. If you're into mining, in a couple years there'll be a halving, and basically, there won't be as many Bitcoins being mined. And this is why Bitcoin is worth so much, because it's not an infinite number of tokens out there. There's only 21 million coins out there. We know how many, there's so many people in the world. So it's easy for it to be viable. You know what I mean? Supply and demand. You're supplying something that has, limited supply, and there's a demand for money. You know what I mean? So there's limited supply on this coin that is shown to be viable, is shown, its resilience. You know what I mean? And there's a demand for money. So, you have Bitcoin. And, you can go down and see, it has its websites. You see the rank #1. It's a mineable coin. And you can go down even more. You see the charts, markets, which is all the exchanges that is listed on. Social sites, tools, historical data. And when you click on the markets, you see all the exchanges that is listed on, and you can see what they're trading at. And see, like, for example, on Bithumb, it's trading at 13,000. You know what I mean? Also on Upbit, which I've actually never heard of, it's trading at 13,000. Right? So, it trades at different prices on different exchanges. 11, 17, and you can go through all these different exchanges, which everybody use different ones because some of them support different altcoins, some of them don't support different altcoins. All of them have their benefits, all of them have their markets and who they're catering towards as well. So you can go ahead and look at, what exchange it's on, what exchange you want to join, and I try to, it's good to try to join an exchange that supports obviously all the coins that you want to invest in. That way you don't have to keep on joining different exchanges, especially now that they're going to be taxing, the trading and everything. So be good to just try to stay to one or two different exchanges, not have so many different exchanges, because you don't want to be caught up in paying so much on taxes just for trading. So as we go back to the page, so so this is the main page. You can click next 100 and it'll keep going. There's 1,000 different currencies out here, so you can search forever. I wouldn't go to depths of deep blue sea by keep on going down into 300-400. Not really gonna find nothing down there like that. That at least be worth your attention right now. If you want to find out or get into a coin, just start into ICOs, which I'll go over in a little bit on another video. But I wouldn't really necessarily the top 100. Once you go past, some of these coins, actually the top 100, is actually pretty good. Most people actually, all these coins in the top 100, I've almost seen videos on, honestly. To be completely honest with you, there's a couple of that I've never heard of. But other than that, almost every single coin in the top 100, you can almost look up and somebody on YouTube is promoting it or saying about investing in it. So, anything in the top 100, is probably worth looking at, if you're new and you just want to learn about altcoins and look into different altcoins. But once you start going into 200, 300, I don't know. This is not financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. We're just looking at the market and learning for educational purposes. And if you know anything, I want to learn, so definitely hit me up and say, hey, you're wrong about this, and in the next video, I'll definitely correct myself and give you a shout out. So definitely let me know. But, so, you can keep going down, look at the price, the change, if it's up for the down for the day, the market cap, the supply, the volume for the day, and then, the graph. And the graphs are pretty good because the graphs is how normally people tell. Me personally, I don't really. You have some people that look at the graphs and are like, okay, it looks like it's gonna go on a bull run. It looks like it's going to break out this weekend or that. And the market is timing. That trading, especially day trading, even hold and selling, has everything to do with timing. So you definitely want to always keep track of the market and keep track of what it's trading at, and the news and the hype surrounding the token, coin, or whatever you're investing in. But I wouldn't necessarily say that you can just look at the graph and say, okay, in the next couple of days it's going to be on a bull run and it's going to break out and this and that. I think me personally, I think there's a lot of different factors that goes into that. One being the hype around the coins, and as you're looking at messing with the graph a little bit, it's loading. There you go. Xfinity was messing with it. When you're looking at the graphs, you can kind of you can actually click on them and it'll show you where it was trading at on certain dates or whatever. But you can look at it and kind of see how it's trading if you're a type of person that wants to read the graph and say, okay, it's trading sideways, or it's going up right now, I expect it to fall. And a lot of the times those things do happen. It does wow, what's the word I'm looking for? Wow, just went totally blank for a second. Sorry, YouTube. It does have patterns. I'm sorry. Yeah. Whew. It does have patterns that it shows. So you can actually, look at it and study it and know certain things about how it's trading. Now, everything is timing though, man. You just got to be on the market. Because like, for example, I have a friend, he bought into Litecoin a couple of days ago and he ran into some money. And when Litecoin first started dropping, he bought into it at 200 and he was trying to call me because he was like, man, should I buy into it now? But I had been working and been busy. So we didn't speak. So he bought into it at 200 and then, the next day it dropped into like 195 and then when, Litecoin went as low as I think like $150 on Coinbase, 160 on Coinbase. So if he would have just waited another day, he would have got a way better price. But 200 is still a great price for Litecoin, but still, who doesn't want to get the cheaper price? But it's hard to know. I definitely would have never thought Litecoin would have fell all the way back down to $150. You know what I mean? Even though I bought into Litecoin at around $50 and again at 60, I didn't, I didn't think so. But, the crypto market is definitely something that is unpredictable. But a lot of times when you do watch the coins, they do reject certain prices and you can kind of tell certain points that it doesn't go past. I mean, look at Bitcoin. People were saying, oh, Bitcoin falls below this point, it's going to go to 5,000 and then it'll shoot back up to this and then blase, you can listen to all that stuff until you're blue in the face. Only invest what you can lose and don't put everything in one pot. Definitely invest, definitely mine. Get into mining, invest. Not going to say anything more about lending platforms because lending platforms are just right now just such a gray area and too much going on and too much bad publicity around them. So me personally, I'm going to stick to mining this year and just trading and holding. I like Ethereum, I like XRP, Litecoin was the first thing I started out with. Actually, I think Ethereum was the first thing I started out with. But when I first got into Ethereum, it was already trading at like $350 or so. So I had bought like half of a coin, and I ended up never buying back into it because I just started putting money into Litecoin. But Ethereum obviously is such a great coin because you can build applications on top of them, and Ethereum is going to go far. Ripple's another coin I'm invested in. I have big hopes for Ripple, Cardano, Litecoin. I'm going to buy some Neo. I'm hearing good things about Neo. And each coin, do your research on, man. Each coin, and that's the good things about a lot of these coins, especially the ones in the top 10 and in the top 20, is that most of them have active, websites, active communities around them. And it's not easy to get information on them once you want to look at them, But Neo's a great coin. Stellar, which is related to Ripple. A lot of these coins, you go through them and you find that some of them are forked and with each other and related with each other. And that's the interesting thing about some of these coins and why, you want to be careful when investing as well. Because Ripple and Stellar, they're they correlate to one another. You know what I mean? If Ripple goes up, Stellar goes up. If Ripple goes down, normally Stellar goes down. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention for all that, and it's good to. And that's what I mean. Once you actually click on each website, you can see that. So Dash is a good coin to invest in. Tron, I'm invested in. I have big hopes for Tron. What else? Monero's a good coin. IOTA, I don't really know what to say about IOTA. I got to do some more research on IOTA and the whole Microsoft thing and everything that they're trying to do. I know people have made money off Lisk. VeChain's supposed to. I've seen people making videos about VeChain now. Ray Blocks. Don't know too much about Omaizgo, however you pronounce that. Tether, which is the US dollar, stays pretty stable. Zcash, which is down right now, and Zcash is, when it comes to mining, you can mine Zcash on CCG mining, and it's pretty profitable. I'm gonna make a video about that a little bit later. I'm invested into Verge. I got sucked into Verge and that whole John McAfee thing. That's another thing. This don't make your investments off of other people's opinion and what they say. You know what I mean? Do your own research. Go with your gut. You know what I mean? And watch the coin. You definitely have to be on these coins. Download as much apps that you can. Blockfolio to keep track of your investments and what they're trading at, because this market is so volatile. Even Bitcoin. I thought Bitcoin was going to stabilize around that $14,000-$15,000 mark and probably didn't drop too much off of that. 15, 14, and bounce back between that. And, look how it is. So the market is just very funny. So just always be on top of things. Sirecoin, invested into that. Bytecoin, Binance Coin is pretty good because of Binance, and it's going as high as like $25, I think, or something like that. I've seen it going pretty high. Dogecoin, which I'm pretty sure everybody is learning about. I'm investing in the Doge too. I just did it just to do it. Don't really know where Doge is going to go, especially with the supply being so high. It's another thing to look at. Remember, $112 billion. So, and then, you look at the market cap, which is $807 million. But Doge definitely could reach, let's say a penny. You know what I mean? I don't know about Doge reaching $1 or anything like that, especially with how many are in supply. But, anything's definitely possible in the crypto world. So I would never, ever say nothing couldn't reach anything. Probably not $10,000 or nothing. That's probably like impossible. But, as far as $2-3, I don't think so. But then again, you never know. Electronium, I'm hearing a lot of things about Electronium. Komodo, Dragon Chain, Salt, Digibyte. I'm invested in the Digibyte. Gas, which is connected to Neo. Smart Cash, which Smart Cash is actually, it's down a lot. And Smart Cash got as high. Let's actually click on Smart Cash. Internet's Comcast is. Look at that. Look how low Smart Cash is, and Smart Cash has been as high. It's been above. Wow, look at that. It's been above $3. So you looking at Smart Cash and how cheap it is now, 75 cents. You could buy and hold. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times it's gonna bounce back, and it's looking like it might. Because look, it could fall all the way down to where it originally was, or it might, most likely it's going to bounce back and probably go back to around $1 and stay maybe around $1 price point. But it's not a bad investment. I might buy some. It's interesting. So think about these cryptocurrencies, man. Dent. Dent is something that definitely piques my interest because of the whole, buying, selling mobile data, and look at what it's trading at. And one thing we know about mobile data or phones is that it's impossible for people to live without their phones, for motherfuckers to live without their phones. So Dent is something that interests me so much, and I'm going to look so much into Dent. And the company that I work for, my boss actually says he's investing in the Dent, and Buddy is like a millionaire. So when he actually said that, it actually piqued my interest. I was like, and I haven't invested into Dent, and if I do have a time, the time is now. I think Dent's been as high as like 7-8 cents, and I've seen it's been as low as like 3 cents now. So I'm definitely gonna buy Dent, maybe even either tonight. Oof, charge my phone. Either tonight or maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I'm definitely gonna buy it soon. Need to definitely buy it before it goes up. But yeah, any of these coins in the top 100 are anything you can look at. You know what I mean? I bought Nebel. I like the supply of Nebel, 12.74 million, which isn't too bad. And I'll go over it a little bit later. But anything on here, XP also is something else that interests me, just because of the whole gaming industry. And then look at how cheap it is. The market cap isn't ridiculous. It could easily reach 5, 6, 7 cents, and for how cheap it is right now, that's it's definitely could be a lot of profit into that, and that's what I'm about. I'm just about buying a coin like this, like a coin like XP, putting you don't even have to put a crazy amount into it. I could put 100, 150, 200 bucks into XP, get a lot of shares, and XP goes up to 5, 6, 7 cents. I've sell it. I've made more than what I need to make off of XP, and then I put it into something else, and I keep it moving. Definitely don't get too attached to any one of these tokens. Because at the end of the day, the ones that are probably going to survive are going to be the ones that actually have a problem to solve, which is another thing you need to look for. Okay, because not all these tokens are actually solving problems. Bitcoin, it's more like it's a real currency. You know what I mean? XRP, we know that it's going for banking, it's going for transactions. Ethereum, you can build applications off of it. Litecoin, also, it's a currency. It's cheaper than Bitcoin. It's faster than Bitcoin. Neo is the Asian Ethereum, and Stellar is with Ripple and other things. That's with transactions and money. IOTA, Dash. Some of these are private peer-to-peer transaction coins that promote more privacy and don't show transactions, blah blah blah. Tron's going for the gaming industry and so on and so forth. And you have certain coins that are forked, Bitcoin Gold, and you just have to really sit down and look at these coins, and you'll be amazed at what you learn. It's really not hard. You go on YouTube, you do a little bit of research, you go on their websites, you do a little bit of research, you can visit the Twitters, you can visit the websites, the Reddit, and make your judgment. You know what I mean? Don't invest nothing that you can't lose. Red can make you money. You know what I mean? And when you're not sure, like for the market, for example, when you're not sure if how low a coin's going to go, don't put all your money into it that day. Put some of it, put a percentage, and then watch it. If you're really serious about investing in it, and then watch that coin. You know what I mean? If you were planning to put $1,000 into Ripple and you don't know if Ripple's going to go below $1.40, you know what I mean? Start off and put maybe 200 and look at it. If you see Ripple start going to $1.35, then put some more money into it. You know what I mean? If you see it start going up, you know what I mean? Wouldn't dump all my money into it, but I would put some more money into it and just look at it unless I really started seeing it, started to really fire up. And even then, sometimes when you see coins just shoot up, they're probably going to drop. You know what I mean? That means, there might be some whales coming into the market, buying and selling. But, it's definitely good, to I believe, to kind of, when you're going to invest into something big, unless you're going to catch it at something like Tron, for example. Tron is probably that 7-6 cents, you know what I mean? 5, 6, 7 cents is a good point to invest in, because, it's probably not really going to go below that. It's kind of found its base around this point. So any 4, 6, 7 cents is a good point to invest in. And then from there, go up. Once again, this is not financial advice, just my opinion and how I invest in what I currently do. I invested in the Tron at 4 cents and at 7 cents. I need to buy some more, honestly. Because look, Tron, had a bull run and went all the way up to 30 cents in no time. You know what I mean? And I could have sold thin, but I think, Tron is such a fresh and new coin, and that was, wells coming in and out of the market. You still have to give some of these coins time to mature. And that's another thing. Some of the coins haven't had time to mature. Ripple is still a coin that is still maturing. You know what I mean? Ethereum's, maturing. People are using the application and doing things. That's why it's actually, it's worth more. People are actually using the application and the technology for what it's for. Same thing with Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Litecoin is still maturing. Litecoin, you could have got Litecoin last year, and I wish I would have got into it for like $10. You know what I mean? Early in the year. So this is another coin. A lot of these coins are still maturing, and you just gotta, give them time. But, that's it for today. For this video, at least, good time to invest. Red can make you green, and this is crypto money. And like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and I'm out. Let's make some money.